Glad's a tournament in Rafael Nadal Academy, possibly one of the best places in terms of tennis facilities in the world. Let's go! What's up, Glads, and welcome to Gladiators on Tour, a series where we take you with us to professional tournaments all around the world and show you all the struggles and all the challenges that we have to face on our road to becoming tennis professionals and winning our first 2 ATP points. Don't mind the sudden change of setting, that's because I'm currently in a hotel room in Dubai for something really exciting. And we're actually giving teasers about this whole thing on our Instagram page, so definitely go check us out there and maybe hit a follow because we're posting so much and never posted so much on Instagram before. But anyways, it's gonna be really fun. But for now, we're going to Mallorca to play a 25k. And what's nice about playing in Mallorca is that it's like really close, so the trip is pretty much just instant. See, told you. Oh, by the way, I went to this tournament with Ivan Kazakov. He's one of the players I met on one of the previous tournaments, because traveling to Futures alone is just a pain in the ass. Finding someone to play with, just all the expenses are doubled, so yeah, it's a mess. But anyways, as soon as we arrived to the academy, we headed directly to the courts to play some tennis.
This is no joke, it's literally so foggy you can barely see your opponent on the other side of the court. It's funny. Got changed and the weather is just like completely stabilized now. We've been changing for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I don't really understand how weather works in Mallorca, but hey.
After this short practice, we went to the hotel apartment place that Ivan has booked for us, which was far expensive and convenient. We had to go by taxi, but it was kind of cozy. So we went there, checked in, took a quick nap, and then went back to the hotel to do the sign-in and for another practice, just to get a little bit more feel. This time it was a bit more of a points focused session, you know, to get that mobility in, more points with the serve to, you know, mentally and physically prepare for the upcoming matches tomorrow. And I felt pretty good considering the amount of time that I haven't played. Yes, once again I did a pretty long break.
Let's finish the second practice. It's time to go to the supermarket or something, get some food, because we have a kitchen in our place, so we're gonna cook today. Alright guys, so it's the morning of match day and I forgot to show you the draw, so there it is. Here I am playing this guy, and I'm playing at 12, so it's good.
And because of that pause that I did for quite some time, not even gonna mention how long, my blisters were starting to beg for forgiveness because they stopped being used to tennis and now they were all bleeding, and I had to come up with all kinds of tape contraptions and just hope that they last through the entire match.
Next to the players' room, there's a Rafael Nadal suit, which I don't know if that's where Rafa stays when he comes here, or if it's just a cool name for a suit, but that's kind of cool. And then what's more funny is there's this, and this is the Roger Federer suit. I guess it's reserved for Roger whenever he comes to the academy, but I'm not sure if he ever does.
That was kind of funny, but what was even more funny is that they actually delayed our matches and moved them indoors because of the weather conditions, even though the weather was just fine on that day.
This is basically the indoor court that Rafa built for himself, or that's what they say, and yeah. That looks good. Playing indoors, there's no good way of putting the camera, so I'm trying to figure out a different perspective, so don't mind if the view is gonna be a little weird. Yeah. So I was planning to put the camera here, hopefully.
Alright, so this is the view of the court and I hope you Glads like it. And yes, the guy started the match with an ace. Doesn't really help with the confidence to start a match like that returning, but anyways. In the first game I had approximately 100,000 break ones that I was just not managing to close. So I ended up losing that game, and you know how often after a long game like that, whoever takes it takes the next one as well? I was kind of scared of that happening here because he could, you know, become more loose, whereas I was still kind of tight and not at my level just yet. However, it was alright and I held on to my serve pretty tight, even though I have had like 3 game points prior to the one I actually ended up using. Glads, by the way, if you're thinking of buying absolutely anything tennis related, use our link in the description together with our discount code to, you know, support the channel a little bit and save some cash. guy I was facing in the first round wasn't that strong of an opponent, though still, when you come back from not competing for some time, even an easy opponent can cause a lot of trouble. I was playing pretty bad, especially in the beginning of the first set. I couldn't find my ground strokes, way too many balls were flying out, and because I was so focused on just making the ball land in the lines, I couldn't properly focus on the tactics side of things. That's why you can kind of see me not sticking to any specific strategy and just doing all kinds of things, running like a dog, going to the net and slapping the shit out of the ball. Thanks to that and not being able to do the right things at the important moments and missing instead of doing winners, the score kind of left me behind for a little bit. However, as soon as I got broken, I started feeling better and playing better. You know, just more relaxed and more focused at the same time. I decided to risk less and play more balls cross-court, kind of pressuring him to make the mistake. Thanks to that, I managed to quickly recover the score and get the mental advantage. Well, not quickly, but you know, I didn't stretch it too much. Managing to finally get the break that gave me an indisputable advantage in the set, closing the set turned out to be pretty easy. The first game of the second set was actually quite close and the guy fought and really tried to hold on his serve, though knowing just how important the first game of any second set is, I fought even better, pulling off some pretty nice shots and plays. From then on, the match just took off for me. My shots were simply going in and his were just not. He was also starting to lose it a little bit mentally and I could feel it and kept pushing at those moments even more, making sure I don't allow myself to make an unforced error, and that was just driving him crazy. Now actually comes a great proof of just how important the serve is in our sport. Having a good first serve can often secure quick games that really boost the confidence for you and do the opposite for the opponent. And after I took that game so easily without letting him a single point, I knew it was over. The last two games just flew by, securing a bagel in my advantage in the second set and my advance to the second round of quali, where I was facing the second seed.
Boys and girls, took that W. Very happy actually, because started off pretty bad. Wasn't feeling the ball whatsoever. All of the shots were just not going where I want them to go. The guy started leading 3-1, but managed to pull it off and close the match. It's funny, in the first game I had like 3,000 break points and didn't manage to close, but yeah, quite happy with the result. I hope the highlights turned out well with that angle, and playing tomorrow. Got to figure out my hotel situation right now, and yeah. Lads, so cool news. We're switching places, and I just checked, and they have rooms in the Rafael Nadal Academy. So this night we're staying in one of these rooms. So that's going to be exciting. The room tour, and also they have a Rafael Nadal museum, which I will show you later on. You'll see. I'm headed to watch Ivan play. He's got a tough match, but I think he could pull it off. But I guess we'll see entering the Rafa Nadal indoor court.
Nope, there was absolutely no way of pulling that off. The guy's already a good player, but on that day, oh my god, did he play well. Ivan played well as well, but the guy was just smashing winners all over the place, not missing a single ball, and just playing on a very, very, very high level. There was just absolutely nothing you could do about it. Anyways, lads, this is it for this episode of Gladiators on Tour. A lot of fun stuff coming up in the second one. My second match against a really tough opponent, moving into the Rafa Nadal Academy Hotel and the Rafa Nadal Museum, which is actually a really fun place. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.